Hi, I'm Kerry Raymond and I'm here to try and get some skeletons out of the cupboard. What skeletons am I talking about? I'm talking about the birth, deaths and marriage registers of Queensland from the 19th century. Now, the great thing about the people of the 19th century is they're all dead. So that means we have no privacy, no identity theft issues at all with this group of people. But they're more interesting than just being dead. They're interesting because they've got fantastic stories to tell us. They're the people who built our towns, the people who built our infrastructure, our roads, our railways, our bridges. They laid the foundations of our economy through agriculture and through mining. And as we approach the centenary of World War I, it's important to remember that the men who went to fight in that war were born in the 19th century, and many of them never came home. So, what am I looking for? Why do I want these BDM registers? Why do I want these dry, dusty old books that are sitting somewhere? Well, because they provide us with the way to link people into families. Now, why is that important? It's important because if you want to then interlink them with other data sets, you need that really rich context. Trying to match a John Smith with a John Smith is almost impossible. So families are the key to successful linking with other data sets, such as immigration, electoral rolls, photos, newspaper articles, school registers, and wills and intestacies. And the reason I mention those particular ones is because they are either already digitised or indexed and therefore ready and ripe for linking. How am I going to link them together, you might ask? Well, I'm a computer scientist by trade, so a little bit of burning some high-performance computing to make the initial guesses for those linkages, but then use crowdsourcing to verify and correct the guesses that the machine makes, which in turn feeds back into the artificial intelligence. And to do it all under the governance of a steering committee involving libraries, archives and societies who are providing those data sets. What's the benefits of doing this? Well, it means we take our skeleton and we put some flesh on its bones and begin to tell its stories. It will make a lot of happy historians, and I'm delighted to hear that our Premier is one of those genealogists, so he's going to be happy, he's going to be throwing his hands in the air. And the other thing, from an economic perspective, is it opens up tourism. Family history generates tourism, and it generates tourism to little towns that don't have a lot of natural tourist attractions. So as all the baby boomers retire and buy their caravans, if we can show them where their families comes from, then we turn every school, every church and every cemetery into a tourist attraction. Thank you.